Football's back here at James Wood High School, wrapping up camp day number 1. Aidric, Yurish, and Owen, Neal, 2 seniors on the team. Gentlemen, good to be with you. How's it feel just getting back out there?
Oh, it feels great. Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. We've been waiting for this all summer, and it's finally here.
I know last year a lot of success. I know not where you wanted to end up, but how does sort of last year fuel into this season and building on that success?
I mean, we kind of know what we're capable of now, so we just got to put all the pieces together. We know what we're shooting for, so we got that end goal in mind, and throughout the whole season, that's what we're looking for. Just taking it one game at a time, just trying to reach our goal of winning that last game.
Aidric, we've talked the past 3 years. You and Owen have been like this from what I've seen, and just I would imagine Coach Wilson, he calls you 2 leaders on the field and off the field. Just how huge is your connection and the role you play in the leadership aspect on this team?
I mean, sometimes we can be very serious, and also sometimes we can also have our good moments where we're having a good laugh and all that. So it shows that you can also be serious, and you can flip that switch to where we can have that. And just seeing us, just together. And it's not only us. All the seniors here, and even Jackson Ledford is a huge just connection that we all have, and we're all really good together.
Yeah, and it seems like from watching practice today, the huge bond that this team has, having fun but putting in the work. How huge is that? It's so early, but it seems like you all are so connected so far.
Yeah, I mean, off the field, we're all best friends. Like, we enjoy spending the time together. We enjoy, like, we've been together for a while now, a lot of us since elementary school. So we have that great connection. So, yeah, like, when we come out here, it's basically just a game that we love to play, and we just enjoy it, every minute of it, and that's why you see us so excited, because it's just something we love and we get to do.
So the off season, a lot of 7-on-7s. I believe you went down to Virginia Tech, some big 7-on-7 tournaments. Just starting with you, how'd that sort of help in the off season, just getting reps in through 7-on-7s?
Yeah, I mean, especially coming after baseball. Just coming in, just getting back on chemistry with my wide receivers, just facing good competition, good defenses, just a different perspective on what we're going to see throughout the season. It helps a lot, just mentally prepares you.
When it came to baseball, switching right into football, any adjustment period from throwing a baseball to a football, what's that like?
Well, I tried to throw a football every once in a while during baseball season just to stay in the habit. Threw a couple times with Aidric during the off season. So I mean, it wasn't that big of a change to come from throwing a baseball to football. And I try to throw being a catcher, I try to throw my baseball in my football motion, so it's not that big of a change.
So Aidric, just same for you, 7-on-7s. How'd that go? And the off season, like he mentioned, you all have been working nonstop together. Make sure you all are connected, spending extra time instead of what's been taking place out here, organized team practices to get yourself better.
I mean, we both want it, so obviously we're going to be out here all the time. We love being out here and just enjoying each other's time and having out here. But the 7-on-7s is really just that speed mindset and getting into how fast the game's going to be, and not only seeing our JV kids out here playing them. So just being able to run routes against good athletes and playing defense at the same time is just a very good thing to do.
What'd you see after day 1 of camp? I know it's early, but what's it like out there? What are you looking to improve on before you start putting on the pads and getting more intense?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome just to be out here. I mean, there's always things to work on, fundamentals. You can always work on that. But just getting smoother, just trusting your teammates, just getting more fluid throughout every play, just seeing things before they happen, anticipation. That's the biggest thing right now before the pads get on. But we got time to work on it. Not that big of a fix, but yeah, and we have great coaches to help us, lead us along, and just to help us improve.
Aidric, for you, and I'll go to you, Owen, but just the connection you have with Coach Wilson. He's been with this team as the head coach for a while, but that connection with coach, player, sort of like that, how does that feel having him yet again?
I mean, he's been our head coach for all 4 years, so it's a great time. We've both grown really close to him, and he's a great guy. He's amazing. He knows what he's doing. He's very capable of everything that he does, and he's a great guy.
Just same question to you.
Yeah, I mean, Aidric basically pinned it, but he's a coach that listens to our feedback just to make sure everything runs smoother, and that's the biggest thing. Just getting our feedback, getting a different perspective on how we can improve and make practice better in all areas.
So, one final ride for you both. I know the emotions probably haven't hit you quite, but what are you all feeling?
I mean, it's hit me a little bit, like just realizing this is going to be the last time I might play with Owen or last time I play with this whole team. It's a lot to think about, but hopefully we can just pursue and, hopefully go deep in the playoffs. That's what we're looking forward to.
And with your success, Owen, one last time on a high school field, giving it all you have, what are your emotions like?
Yeah, I mean, I had a good year last year, but none of it's possible without my teammates and my coaches. So, I mean, just looking forward to doing it again. Everybody's improved, weight room. Like, there's been kids who haven't missed a workout since January when we first started. So it's nice to know that there's commitment from other teammates, and hopefully we can just put it together in this season and win the last game.
What's that buy-in, not missing any weight room time since January?
Yeah, all praise to them. Like, we're multi-sport sport athletes, so we're not there all the time. But it's truly amazing to see, and like, you love that your players and your teammates are doing it. I mean, it's hard. Like, every once in a while you're going to be like, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to skip. So for them to be there every day, it shows their character, shows their commitment to the team, and it's awesome.
Should be a lot of fun. Aidric, Yurish, Owen, Neal, two seniors on the James Wood Colonels football team. Gentlemen, thank you for the time. Best of luck to you this season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Timber Hough joining me, one of the seniors on this James Wood football team. Day one of camp wrapping up. How you feeling, sir? How you doing?
I'm glad to be back, Kirby. It's been amazing out here. We've had a great day today. We just need to keep it up till the end of the day today, get this 2-a-day finished up, and then tomorrow rock and roll again.
Yeah, but it seems like it started before today with all the buy-in they were talking about with getting out there in the weight room, 7-on-7s. Yeah, how'd the off-season go for you?
It went great. All the weight room stuff improved. We went up to Virginia Tech, went up to WVU, learned a lot of different stuff from everybody, and it was great. We got some competition in. We've been doing really good. It started in December. We've been going strong since.
What's the connection like? I know you've made great strides last season, but maybe some newer teammates. What's that like, getting that chemistry down pretty early on?
We like to have good bonds with everybody. I think it's good to be a family all in one piece and not just have like certain groups here and certain groups there. We should all just be one big family and be happy with it. Get strong chemistry together.
Yeah, so obviously I posed the question to them, but a lot of success this team had last season. I know not where you wanted to end up. How does that sort of fuel the more success you want to help bring this team this season?
We just want to grind all we can, all we need, and make a statement this year and do what we need to do. Take care of all the business we need to take care of.
Yeah, absolutely. And just, what's your mindset? Senior this year, last ride on the high school football field. I know some emotions might be hitting you. How are you feeling with this so far?
It feels surreal. Like, honestly, it came up really quick. It felt like I was just a freshman weighing 150 pounds, not starting, and now I'm varsity playing. It's crazy that I'm a senior and that everything's the last now. Like, yesterday was the last weight room. It's just crazy how fast it goes by, but we're enjoying it every time we get it.
So, last but not least, just Camp 1. I know there's a lot of work, maybe some stuff to clean up, but just how did it feel getting back out there, and what are you looking to improve on before it gets to the thick of things in the start of the regular season, so on?
I'm thinking to improve all of our techniques. I've moved from guard to center this year, so I'm working on all my stuff like that, my snaps, my technique, my feet, all that stuff. And just the energy and intensity. We need to have high intensity and high energy every day from here on out. We've had it in the weight room and out here, but we just need to keep it going and keep it up.
How much of an adjustment is that moving to center? Because you have two responsibilities, blocking, protecting Owen, and snapping the ball at the same time. How has that adjustment been for you?
I like it. I mean, from my technique from guard, I was having a problem getting high, and now that I'm snapping the ball, I've been keeping my hands more in and staying lower and having better technique with all that good stuff.
And just with that position, I know other players in other places helping them along the way, sort of that leadership mindset. What's that like?
It's awesome. I think like me, Owen, Jackson, a lot of the seniors and captains have a good connection, and we base it off of each other to give the younger guys a good perspective of what they need to be when they grow.
Absolutely. Timber Hough joining me day one of James Wood High School football camp. Really appreciate your time. Great to see you and best of luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Jackson Ledford joining me, a junior linebacker, the James Wood Colonels, wrapping up day one of camp. How you feeling after day one?
I'm feeling great, man. It's great to be back out here.
A linebacker on the team. I know some changes with kids graduating on the defensive side of the ball. Defense looked really good last year. Just take me through, as a linebacker and another leader on this team, how's the defensive side of the football looking so far early on?
It's looking great. I mean, we're replacing everybody that came up last year. All the new kids coming up, they're really knowing. They know all their stuff. Watching all the kids last year, they know what they're doing, and they're ready to get out there too.
And how huge is that? You mentioned they know what they're doing at such an early point when it comes to team chemistry and the success this team it may have throughout the course of season.
I mean, it's very important. We don't have to fix any big things at this point, and that's the biggest part, because having to fix these little things, it's easy. Nobody's fighting. Nobody's going at each other. It's just easy.
How'd your off-season go? I know some of the team did 7-on-7s. Did you participate in that? What was that like in your mind?
Yes, sir. I've been in the weight room. We went to all them 7-on-7s. WVU, Virginia Tech. There was a lot of competition out there. We did great.
And just the buy-in, the weight room side of things, some players not missing a day since December, January. What's that like? You have such committed teammates wanting to do that.
It's very important. It shows that this program really is important to these guys, and they really buy in, and it'll show this season.
And just, what's it mean, another leader on this team on and off the football field? I know this team has a very close bond early on. Just what's that like, the team chemistry so far early on?
It's very important, especially even outside of football. Just being able to connect with all the guys, get together, have a lot of fun, and then we carry that on to the football field.
And just, what are you looking forward to most? I know day one of camp, but the start of the regular season is approaching very quickly.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to having a long season. I'm ready to go deep into the playoffs this year.
Jackson, really appreciate your time with me, and best of luck to you this season.
Thank you, man.
Now joined by the head coach of the James Wood Colonels, Todd Wilson. The best time of the year, football season. Happy New Year, sir.
Yes, sir. It's good to be back out here.
Hey, how'd it feel? Camp day one, a lot of energy from your team, looked like a lot of good things. I know probably in your mind some things that you might want to improve on, but how'd everything go so far?
Yeah, it's a great starting point. The guys been working hard since, all the way back in January when, we break things down into different phases from, strength perspective, and then we get into more, some field work and, things like that. But it was a great day to get started.
They mentioned Owen and Aidric about the buy-in, starting with the weight room, December, January. To see players committed, not missing a day, that must feel very special to you and the coaching staff.
Yeah, I wish I'd brought those numbers down with me. We got several guys that have perfect attendance going all the way back to January, which is phenomenal. Those type of things are life skills. So many people in this day and age that just think things are supposed to be handed to them. And we're teaching guys like hard work, consistency, being dedicated is the right route to take.
And I think to add on to that too, that buy-in, they want to do good things for you and the coaching staff. You've been here a while. You're setting a standard with the success that people have seen, not on the field, but off the field and off season as well. Would you agree?
Yeah, we're trying to win football games. We're also look at the bigger picture too, and understand these young men are going to be, fathers and husbands one day, and understand that the things that they're learning here should translate to real world. The buy-in is just part of it. They understand, the coaching staff are depending on them. Their teammates, the brothers that are working really hard in the weight room are counting on them and depending on them. So, we're really trying to get this team mentality instead of that me mentality, and understand there's other people that are going to depend on you in the future, whether it's your job, whether it's your community, whether it's your wife, your kids. There's other people that are going to depend on you, and just trying to relate these things to them, at a football perspective, but then also trying to tie those things into the real world aspect of it.
Sticking with the off season, I may be completely off here, but it seems like a heavy emphasis on high-level 7-on-7 tournaments. How'd that all go?
Yeah, we did some local stuff as well. It's always good to get with those guys. Like we worked with a lot of the local schools as well, Shenandoah, Millbrook, Hanley, Warren County, even some Berkeley County schools came down, Musselman, Spring Mills. So it was good to work with those guys as well. But once you see those guys, like after a couple weeks, we set up some bigger things as well. Not only just for the competition, but just exposure for our kids. We think we got some pretty good athletes that can play at the next level, and gave them some opportunities to go to places like Virginia Tech and WVU and get the notoriety or show those coaching staffs that our kids can play at a high level.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I remember talking last year, just getting your kids outside of this county to face different styles of competition. How do you think that helps when it translates to going into camp, and then once you get the pads on, scrimmages, then the regular season?
Yeah, 7-on-7s, we already talk about it. It's not real football, it's 7-on-7, but it does teach a lot of things, like the competition. Anytime you step on the field, whether it's 7-on-7 or tackle football, you should have a competitive spirit about yourself. So we saw that at all the different camps we went to, and there's a lot of coaching stuff that you're able to coach as far as, the pass coverage and things like that. So it's good just to evaluate guys who wants to be coached up hard, who isn't very susceptible to being coached, and then, guys just showing that energy and attitude, wanting to get better.
So, Coach, last season, a lot of success. I know probably not where you wanted to end up. Looking at the success that the team had last year, some seniors graduating and some newcomers coming, how do you like the group of guys that you have on the field early on?
Yeah, love the guys. Every year, that's what makes high school, football great. You got kids kind of, graduating. You get to see them graduate and grow up and go off to do their own things. College, we got guys joining the military. So it's great seeing those guys, move on. And then, a lot of these guys that we're talking about now as seniors that you just interviewed, Aidric and Owen. Owen's a 4-year starter. Aidric is, he got a little bit of reps at the varsity level his freshman year. He's a 3-year starter. Jackson Ledford was a starting linebacker for us last year. Timber Hough is a 3-year starter for us. So these guys that are here with us, have been here for a while. They know the system. They know the expectations. But then there's other guys that are coming in. We got Parker Kearns is coming from baseball. He's a senior, first time playing football, high school football. Is excited to see what he can do. We got new freshmen coming in, some sophomores that didn't play last year coming in. Excited to see what those guys can do. So that's what makes high school football great. You build those relationships with kids for a long time, and then you get new arrivals that show up and come out for the first time and get to coach new faces as well. So it's exciting to be out here.
It must be nice, Owen, a quarterback who knows your system. You know what to expect from him. He knows your coaching style, I would imagine. How huge is the coach-quarterback connection there?
It's great, but it's not just about me. It's about, everybody on our staff. With goes all the way down to our managers, Dr. Roby, our phenomenal trainer, the touchdown club, and the parents who are up there feeding the kids right now. And then, the staff that I got, right? It's hard to do all this as one person. One person can't do this job. It's a lot to do from from Coach Yurish to Coach Thomas, Coach Davey, and I could list all my coaches all the way down to the JV staff. We practice together for the most part all summer long. We don't divide up. We all work together, so everybody's on the same page. So we got varsity coaches coaching, incoming freshmen. We got freshman coach or JV coaches coaching varsity kids, and it's great just to be on the same page, working to get these guys in the best possible positions they can be in.
I would imagine a huge help having the leadership from them and the other kids that I interviewed as well to help your coaching staff out as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys that have been here, those older upperclassmen, are doing a great job of helping coach, because sometimes over the summer we have a lot of coaches that that are on staff that can't be here in the mornings. So we got a lot of those upperclassmen that have been here 3-4 years, helping run drills or helping the young guys when they're in the back of the line, working on stance and starts and footwork and stuff like that. So some of those older kids have put themselves in a position of leaders, of being player coaches, helping those young kids understand what we're doing around here, which is great, is what you want to see.
You took the next question from me, because Owen sometimes off to the side, but it looks like he's doing something, helping a drill out, catching balls over there for a drill. It seems like when he's not actually active in playing quarterback, he's like another coach on staff almost.
Yeah, absolutely. We got several kids like that can play that role, and I mentioned it early on about Owen. In the interview when he got the male athlete of the year there, Winchester Star, I have confidence that I could send Owen out on the field and he could call an entire game for us offensively. He probably could call almost an entire game on the defensive side, because he knows our defense as well. He's come off after practices and said hey, what coverage was you all running? What was the blitz? What was the stunt? Because I saw this and that. So he is not just invested in himself or the offense. He wants the defense to get better as well. And we got several players like that. He's just one of them.
So just looking ahead, I know it's day one of camp, but what are you looking to see more out of your team as you get into pads and then scrimmages and then the start of a new season?
Yeah, I mean, just every day, the intensity level, the energy, all that stuff needs to pick up. You can't really – you can only do so much with just helmets on. That's what we're out here today. Earlier in the week, we were doing some testing stuff. We were getting the last little lift in. Kids were out doing some 5-10 5s and some 40-yard numbers and stuff like that. Once we get full pads on, that'll start separating kids that we know that we're looking at to see if they can play for us. Once we get pads and things get more live, physical, that's when things will start really picking up.
So getting into the season, I know the schedule sort of flips, playing the same opponents, but if switching from home to away, just the Northwestern District in general, I know that's always a tough district to play in, but do you look at the schedule and see that the 4 local games are on the road? Does that affect you all at all? But in just the schedule as a whole?
Yeah, not really. I know the schedule, but we're focused on what we can focus on right now is just getting better. And then once we get closer to week 1, we'll switch our attention to Clark County and go from there. The one good thing about those road games this year, we're not traveling far, right? We're just going across, to Millbrook, to Hanley, to Shenandoah, which are short trips. So if you got to go on the road, it's nice that they're just 15 minutes across town. Those are good environments to play in anyway. All those schools, I tell people all the time, and coaches that come in here to recruit our kids, there is really good football in this area. Millbrook, Shenandoah, Hanley are all really good teams. And it's just fun when everybody's playing at a high caliber. It's just fun for the community that everybody's excited to come out to the games. It gives the community something to look forward to, and that's really what it's about, is high school football and those Friday night lights.
Well, week 1, I'm sure this place will be packed against Clark County. You mentioned the support from the Jameswood community. It seems like every year they just show out and support all the good things that you all are doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't thank the community enough of the support they've shown. Sponsorships and things like that they've done. Communities, we do the big mulch sale. We got a lot of families and a lot of businesses around the area that donate their trucks and trailers and all that stuff. So we like I've said before, like it's not about just me or a couple really good players that you see on the newspapers or in these videos. It's bigger than just a handful of us. It goes all the way down to the parents, the staff in the building, Miss Andrews being super supportive, Mr. Waters being supportive of what we're doing around here, and it feels good to be a part of a community that's invested in mentoring and growing really good student athletes. And obviously I've mentioned it before, these guys are going to go out and into our communities one day, and we want to put them in the best position possible to be great contributors to communities around the country.
Should be a lot of fun. High school football is back. Day one of camp with James Wood, head football coach. Todd Wilson, coach, appreciate your time as always, and we'll be talking every week.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. I always miss those or enjoy those conversations and kind of miss them when they're going, so it's glad to be back.